welcome to Grace and Lottie's Elizabeth here, ready to jump into another video. This time I'm getting to review some new pencils, but these came with a whole package that I won through an email contest with Johanna Basford's new release of her beautiful book, Rooms of Wonder. I teased that I was going to be doing the review of these pencils in my last video in which I unboxed all of these lovely items. Again, thank you for all of this. I am super grateful and super excited to get to use all of these in my next couple of videos. This is kind of where I'm going to be for a little bit, enjoying that. But these pencils came in a beautiful tin, and these are Staedtler's new Journey pencils. So I got the full 72 set. They are in the 10. If you look online, they come in cardboard as well. They come in a couple of different ways, a couple of different sizes. This is 72 set. So this is the full range of their pencils. I like making sure I get the full range because it never fails that if you get a smaller set, especially for me, that the one pencil I really want was one of the ones that was not included. So I'm excited to have the full 72 here. Looking forward to comparing these to the Noris pencils. I got these a while ago, picked them up just at Staples, and wanted to just kind of see how well they did. They're a very interesting pencil and have left me conflicted for a long time because these are not artist grade, and you can tell when they lay down that they are not artist grade. They kind of lay down, I'm going to pull this out because this is my swatch sheet with them. They lay down in a way that feels almost pastel. Let me pull out a page that I colored with them. This was my nameplate in Joanna's Christmas book. That's when I got them. I think it's been 5 years since I did this video. And I did this whole thing with them. Had a lot of fun, which was so strange. Like, they weren't laying down as much. I love vivid colors. I love deep, vivid color. And these do not deliver deep, vivid color. But they have a hand feel that is incredible to where it's a very, like, enjoyable experience to use them. So it's this weird kind of disconnect with it. So I have sat in a spot of almost like a love-hate. Like, I love the way these feel. I wish they would lay down the way I want. So I'm super hopeful that maybe these will have the feel of the Noris's, and then the color, like the color laid out, like the laid out color, like a good artist grade pencil, to where you're not like have to like really push hard and killing your hand to get those deep, vivid colors. So fingers crossed. I'm super hopeful for these. These are made in Germany. You can see here. Here's the range of colors. I went online and their color list does not match up with these. So I'm kind of curious, are they going to be in this order? Are they going to be in the order that they are in online with them? So let's wait in here. Oh, that just came off. Oh, I don't know. I'll just try to put that back together. Anyway, little booklet here. Wild at Heart, the Design Journey Color Pencil Range. High quality products for your creative journey. This is kind of a little thing showing all of these. I'm curious what the color permanent are versus just the color pencils. High quality waterproof wood. 6 colors. So, okay, so this is for opaque drawing and writing on most even surfaces. No bleeding. Huh. So you got like just these basic. That's very interesting. May have to look at those. So you've got the super soft. What are the super soft? High quality colored pencils, super soft lead, giving particularly high coverage for amazing bright colors on both white and black. And these are listed as high quality colored pencils, soft lead for a wide range of dry techniques and bright colors, highly pigmented colors that are easy to blend. Wood from certified sustainably managed forest. In my online looking, I could not find if these were wax or oil from like a reliable source. Like, the only place I've seen is like there was an Amazon listing that was saying these are oil. I don't consider that like a source that says these are oil or wax. So we'll have to see how they come out here. But look at that range right here of colors. We have a couple of pinks, which is good. Got like a violet right here. Salmony pink, which is good. I know the corners don't have that because this is I'm really curious how these are going to compare to the 72 set. So here's my color swatching for my Kohinoors here. Do these have numbers? Now, that was one thing the Norises did not have numbers on them. So if you look at mine, I kind of made my own number. I'll zoom in here by putting on just Sharpie and then putting nail polish over it so that I could remember the order that they go in the box. Do these have numbers? They do! 21. Yes. That makes my life a little easier. So it looks like, from what I can see here, that these are in the order they are on the front of the box as well. So let's zoom back out here. You guys can see these range of colors here. Look at all these greens. And my 24 pack, and I wish I had the 72 to compare because I'm pretty sure the 72 has the same colors because I was noticing that the numbers match up. So in theory, if the numbers match up, they should be color matched. So we'll see when it comes to swatching these. But there we go. Look at those. Look at all these pretty colors. I'm excited to get these on paper. So let's pull one out. Let's see. I just went through that whole thing. This looks like a beautiful blue-green right here. This is 38, which if I remember correctly, let me pull up the number here. This is sea green. So go figure I would pull a sea green out. This feels so light, by the way. Super, super light. Like I am blown away by how light this pencil feels right now. I've got a Kohinoor here. Ooh, I should probably match the Kohinoor color. It looks like this guy. It may be this one though, because this one's darker. This is azure blue. Here, yeah, we'll go with that one. It's a little darker than its barrel. Yeah, this is so, my word, these are so light. This is gonna be interesting. It's like it's gonna feel like it's gonna break. Okay, little piece here. Let's zoom this in so you guys can see well. Okay. Ooh, this feels good. Okay, it feels pretty good. I didn't color match well though. This is lighter. Didn't lay down the same as that. Let's see if maybe if I pick a different color, if it might lay down a little better, closer to it. So I'm having to press a little bit more firmly than I do. I'm just making sure. Yeah, to kind of get the coverage there. Let's go for feel here with this guy. Okay, this is a lighter color. Yeah, it's not laying down as opaquely. So there is a difference there. Interesting. This is very interesting. So they lay better down better than the Norises. It's going to take me swatching to really do like a good color comparison here with the Kohinoors, just because it could just be that these are different shades. And so that's what I'm feeling more so than the pencils themselves not laying down as well. This one at first does feel, the Kohinoor does feel like it's a little bit better right now in the preliminaries. So let's just give it a moment. Let's go. I'm going to get my swatch sheet together. And after I swatch, I'll come back and we'll do our black test. Swatching is done. Look at these. These surprised me. I'm going to be honest. I didn't expect much. I am pleasantly surprised after swatching these how well they did. And especially when I first started here, I was like, oh, these aren't really that different. Then as I started going on, I was like, yep, these are different. Like this light orange, like it was after that one that I was like, okay, we saw the orange right here. These are really better. Now this is on copy paper, so I don't expect these to be perfect on this. I do swatch most everything on copy paper. I have a bunch of it. It is inexpensive. Because all my pencils are swatched on it, it actually allows me to compare them equally pretty much. We'll be coloring with these in a minute so we can check how well they do in an actual setting, not just on copy paper. But looking at the colors, made a couple of notes that I noticed are missing. There is no cream or ivory in this, and that was a little disappointing. This light yellow is yellow enough that you wouldn't want to use that there. So I pulled out my Kohinoor, and you've got the cream here. It's also banana yellow sometimes, is what's referred to in the 144 set and 72 set. It's cream. So not having that, I think, is a little bit of a hindrance. You can also tell here, Kohinoor has a lot more oranges and yellows than the Staedtler. I don't find myself using the oranges that much. So this isn't a huge deal to me. I'm actually happier that this set has more blues and greens and purples. Like it's got some purples that the Kohinoor set is missing. Like there is no like light lavender, and this one I've got lavender and pastel violet right here to work with on these. So happy to have those colors. I wish the Bordeaux matched up, but it looks like red brown is kind of more the match. It's nice when the names match up here because you can see it's Bordeaux, and I'm used to using Bordeaux red I use it so much. But it looks like the red brown will actually be the one that I use instead. This one is more of a true red. Kind of sitting in here, I would say that one kind of sits where Kohinoor's Carmine sits. Their Bordeaux, in that it's a little bit more of a blue red. Personally looking at it, and that Carmine red matches up a little bit more with cherry red, and their red matches up more, a little bit more in the vermilion family, maybe between vermilion and scarlet, if I had to place it. So those are there. This one has more pinks as well to choose from, which makes me very happy. In the Kohinoor set, the only one you have is pink. But this one has the magenta, the light carmine, salmon, and peach, which is great. Pink, so you've got more to work with there, which I think is great. It is missing one of my favorite colors, though. There is nothing that will really sit in the pea green spot. I love pea green. I use it a lot. The pale green right here that it has is more in the sagey green, which Kohinoor doesn't have a sagey green like that. So I think, yeah, Prismacolor has one in that color right there. But we have our lime now. We have some beautiful turquoises right here that line up a little bit more with the polychromo set right there that I don't have, like the phthalo green right here, this French green. Lots of pretty shades in those teals and aquas that I'm looking forward to getting to use. The grays are a good selection of grays, browns. I noticed that when I was just watching my 24 set, they don't have any sort of number on them. So I had to kind of guess by the name which one it was. And I got the fawn and the bird Santa backwards. So I know to switch those now. So I will get that fixed. But everything looks great. It was fun to see that basically cool gray 13 matches up to the black. So you can see how not true black it is. And we've got a much better black here than we did in the 24 set as well. So that's kind of what I've seen with swatching. I have a question. I double checked on the website with here. You see my question mark? The slate blue and the Delft blue seem like they are switched. The numbers are really similar, so I could see how that might be like a little clerical error. When I look at Delft blue over here, it is very purple, and this would make a lot more sense as Delft blue, and this would make more sense as slate blue, considering this is slate blue dark. So you can see that color would then be this with the lighter shade of it. So I think those are backwards for their names, but that is not a huge deal, but like, oh, I think it's backwards. So I will probably switch the names on mine just because I think it'll keep things a little more clean when I'm comparing to other pencils, because it's like if I Delft blue to Delft blue, keep my life easier everywhere I can. So now that we've gotten that going, let's do a piece with this out of the new book. We've got Rooms of Wonder. I'm going to do my nameplate since we did the nameplate in the other one. Right here. See, you can see my nameplate. I think it's only fitting that I do the nameplate here with these new pencils. Now this nameplate, this one was has a little more going on. So I used more colors. So I had to be creative in how I use colors on this one. Maybe if I'm seeing that it's going a little bit, I'll do the keys as well so that we can get a little bit more to compare. That I'm excited to get to jump into this new book. And look, there's my name right there, Elizabeth, on here that's done. Happy coloring. So signed copy. Super excited about that. So I think it's time to get coloring. Finished. I'm actually really happy with the way that these laid down color. didn't have any issues. Working with them, I realized that these really do line up a lot with the Kohinoor for types. They don't line up with Prismacolors for feel. I would say definitely the Kohinoors for feel. Color was great, laid down well, were comfortable to use, didn't like wear out my hand. Didn't If you look throughout this one, I did do a variety of colors, testing them out. I've got 2 different greens. I've got my turquoise, which I absolutely adore. I actually had parts where I was trying to decide what shade to use, which was a good problem to have. Like, I was like, oh, it's not straightforward here. One thing I did notice, though, is the yellows in this and oranges. When I went to do the orange here, not a lot of choices compared to my Kohinoor set. I have a lot more range, especially when it gets into like sitting with peaches. I didn't use any peach in this, and it's like, okay, could be an issue. I don't do a lot of skin tones so for me, this is not a huge deal. It's not a shade I use a whole lot. If it is a shade you do use, this may not be the right set for you. Like, it's going to be a little bit limiting in that. But I use a lot of blues and greens, and there were a lot of those. The one thing I did not use in this, though, I was realizing it once I was done, was purple. So let's test the purple out. Gonna put this away for a moment. And I've got a piece of brown here. I've got my brown. Let's zoom in on this right here, because I also wanted to test the white. I figured this was a great way to test the white. I tried doing a little bit of white blending on the piece, and I wasn't having it was not going well. Let's just put it that way. So grab nice deep purple here. I don't have my swatch sheet, so I don't know the name. It is number 633. 6 would be like the straight up purple. The nice thing is the low numbers I've realized on this are, you can see the difference in color here. So we will try to create a little blendable gradient here. Do the darker, into the lighter. Now we'll use this lilac. This will help us see the opacity of these colors here. Okay, now I'm gonna bring in the white. Let's kind of see what we get. The white doesn't feel super opaque. It's actually showing up on the camera better than it is for me here. So you can kind of see where I'm trying to kind of pull out, but from the middle. And I laid down a lot of color there. And you can see it is not pulling any sort of color. A lot of times when I blend, let's show you the Prismacolor white here. I'm going to lay down a lot of color in there because there's some extra pencil on there. I can pull a little bit. But these colors just, even with the Prismacolor, it's not moving a whole lot. It's moving some. Let's see what I can get. Again, laying down a lot of color in here. So there's something to work with. We'll pull out the blender and we'll see how far I can kind of pull the color. So the blender is working pretty well for that. Let's kind of see what I can do here. But yeah, so their white doesn't necessarily pull. I am seeing, and it's interesting that it's showing up more like, oh, there's my dog. It's showing up better on the camera for the white than it is in person. So just know that some of it is reflection here. But it's looking pretty good there. Let me grab a black, some black paper. I do have, oh, I do have a piece of scrap here. Right here. This was used for something else, so I'll pull it up here. Let's see how well we do on black. Ooh, okay. Black is looking great. Let me try another pastel shade here, the lilac that I just had. You can hear my puppy. Also showing up really well here. Let's try the pink. these are holding up well on black. I wasn't as happy with them on brown, but the black is kind of surprising. Yeah, these look great. Okay, so the black test, they do well. So good to know for this. I am very pleasantly surprised by these pencils. I was not expecting much, especially considering the Noris. Okay, let's pull out a Noris here really, really quick. The Noris are right here. We'll try it on the black. We'll see. We'll pull out the white. Let's see how this one does. Here's the Noris. Okay, it's doing pretty well. It's not holding up as well. You can see the difference there for opacity. A little bit better than I was expecting. Let's try another color. Let's try the yellow. Also doing pretty good on the black. We've got a magenta in the shade. They're doing better than I expected. You can try the brown test. See how they do on the brown. Okay. It's funny, they did great on the black, not so great on the brown. I can't get solid a good. And again, here's the Prismacolor on the brown. Just for a little bit of comparison next to it. All in all, I am really happy with these pencils. And I just looked them up on my phone to kind of see what the price point was. And if this price is correct, which is going to blow me away, but I see a set of 32 right now listed at Blick Art of these pencils. Look in the boxes, like it looks exactly the same. Everything else, only this is the paper box, not the 10, is listed at $15.60. If that is the price for these pencils, these are the best pencils on the market for the price. Without a doubt. At $15 for 72 pencils, that is unreal. Now, if I find something else out, I will throw it down in the comments. You will see a pen or whatever. But if these pencils are $15, even at $30, blow me away. I mean, that is still a great deal on these pencils. But at $15, oh my God, like I'm like in shock right now from that. I would say definitely give these a try. Like you're not going to be disappointed. I mean, no. So anyway, that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this look at these pencils. I've enjoyed getting to color my beautiful nameplate on my in my new book. Looking forward to doing some other pictures in that. So I'll be watching for those to come through. I'll be trying other pencils and having some fun in there. But if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. It really does help. If you've tried these pencils and have anything to say, or you found them and that price was like totally wrong, please let me know, because I'm having trouble believing it, in all honesty. But if it is true, it is awesome. But subscribe also. That's super helpful with this channel as we're growing, and that good old Instagram over there. I'm posting on there, trying to do a little bit more. So some people are there. Got a sneak peek at all of this before or while the video was being made. So, but definitely before the video was posted. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, happy coloring. Bye.
No.